Back in the building, it's your host, Lito G. About to talk about a few topics. Been a crazy week, amazing week. Thank God for it. Hold up, bro. I'm about to pass it to you, bro. God damn, nigga, let me know. This nigga here, man, you fucking with me and shit. And we ain't really doing the intro. You know the nigga HY in the building. My motherfucking brother. We gonna look at this nigga Gilly. Gilly and Jeff T supposed to be having a one-on-one. I'm about to check it out. See this little clip of probably what started that conversation.
What if I told you he wasn't the greatest? That sometimes it is a matter of life and death. That no one can outrun the truth. What if I told you that the man no one could stop tragically was?
Nigga Gilly crazy. Nigga Dane Gillard, nigga. That's what his name is, right? Dane Gillard. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Dane. Shout out to Wallow. Shout out to Jeff T.
Jeff T gonna cook that nigga.
But yo, they supposed to be playing Sunday, which is today, May 4th, 2025. Gilly versus Jeff T. Put in the comments who y'all think gonna win. Hit the like button for me. Can y'all hit the like button, man? Hit the share button. You ain't gotta necessarily share. I know people be thinking you sending them a chain letter or some shit like that, right? But nah, comment in the comment joint. I mean, let me know who y'all think gonna win that game.
This morning, the NFL is hitting the Atlanta Falcons and its defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, with over $300,000 in fines following that draft day prank call.
You're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
My actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable.
This shit is crazy. Then the motherfucker, I don't know why they playing with my bro like that. But nah, this is the other side of that coin, y'all. Like, Shedeur spent a lot of money. He spent a lot of time putting things together so people could see how a family actually gets together, you know, leading up to the draft, how a young man prepares. I don't know why they making it seem like it got to be just Shedeur because his dad is who he is. Because to be honest with you, if you watched his stream or whatever they had throughout where Bucky had the camera running throughout the day, you barely even saw Coach Prime until they all got together that day.
The $300,000 fucking prank go crazy.
But yeah,
local was worth every dollar.
Shout out to Jeff Ulbrich's son, who is a 21-year-old football player. So the NFL, if he trying to get in the NFL, I hope y'all take that into consideration of what type of character he has off the field. Since we talk about off the field characters so much.
Hello? You got that call? You know what's going on? Ready to go! Say it one more time for me.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Now this is the wild shit, right? You heard what the little boy said, though? You heard what little man said, though? He the GM of the Saints. And he said the dude's name. The wildest shit is like, yo, let one of us play that type of game and impersonate a GM of a professional NFL team while the draft is going on. And your dad might be in the association, in the league, involved with the NFL in some type of way. Y'all mean to tell me like y'all not gonna hold the dad way beyond, like he might not even have a job no more for one. The kid, they gonna crucify him. We ain't seen the kid come on. How does his dad get to apologize for him and he 21 years old?
40 years.
He 21 years old. How is dad apologizing for him? That's crazy. But Coach Prime can't help his son. He can't speak up for his son. But this man can apologize for his son doing wrong. But Shedeur, what Shedeur went wrong at the where Dion even got to be apologizing for him. Why should Dion even be apologizing for himself?
Good, been waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're gonna take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. What does that mean?
What? What did he say?
I don't know.
How you gonna ask us what it mean and you was on the phone?
You heard that? You said you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Like, shout out to Shiloh. Shout out to his big brother. Because Shiloh wasn't jacking it. Like, they clipped the part out, but Shiloh was like, yo, they keep fucking playing. I'm about to crash out on these niggas. Shiloh with the shit. Shout out to Shiloh. He be chilling. He hold it down. He keep it mature. He stay professional. But, like, y'all better stop playing. Like, y'all be playing. Y'all don't know who. Y'all don't know where y'all get. It's the funny shit. People fuck with them so hard. Y'all don't even know somebody else will clip one of y'all for them that's around them just while you playing around. Maybe when the linemen come line you, you be burning.
From Louisville by way of many other schools.
That's who the Saints picked instead of Shedeur, by the way. If y'all have seen his combine, his pro day, homie he stunk it up. He ain't put up no numbers near Shedeur. Everybody was flabbergasted, even some of the people that's associated with the NFL and mass media. So that is what it is, though. Let's just solidify that this ain't about Shedeur's play real quick, right? Because last time I checked, I seen Shedeur do some amazing things on the field. You know what I'm saying? And
well, remember, Jimmy Horn, Xavier Weaver, terrific receivers. Here's Sanders, end zone, touchdown, Jimmy Horn.
Nice. They were the first group I made friends with here.
Man.
3rd and 10 for Sanders. Steps up in the pocket. Sanders trying to race to that first down marker and lose the tackle. And Sanders gonna strut into the end zone.
The University.
Now, a lot of people like, oh, he don't have remarkable speed. And he's not a running back. He's a quarterback. His job is to actually throw the ball. I don't know if y'all really know that, but that ain't for him to be really running the ball unless he sees fit to have to run the ball. Like, and they was playing against USC in this game, and homie was still bowling, throwing missiles around the field type shit.
Southern California program in general. Here's Sanders, throws a deep ball. And caught at the 15.
Pick up the first down. He's just so instinctive, Mark. So instinctive.
Sanders gonna run it. Still on a...
Now, hold up. He's still running. Pay attention to all this shit they talking about. He don't get out the pocket. He can't move. He not athletic. Y'all watching, right? That was already 20 yards. Look how many people chasing him right now. Hold on. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's back it up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sanders gonna run it. Still on his feet. Still running. Finally pushed out of
Kind of loosely.
Y'all see, he ran that far. He didn't avoid the contact. If I'm not mistaken, they not playing trash teams. These ain't trash teams. Not mistaken, who you see getting into these D1 schools that y'all think is really not athletic. Like, y'all gotta be out y'all mind. Like, when it come to us, like, nah, bro. Like, nepotism, it ain't. You can't go past high school with nepotism. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. It's quiet.
Huddling on the field. You go fast tempo, which is really you're trying to wide open room service. Room service.
Bing bong. Who that, Stanford? These are schools that get a lot of money. They got pros coming out of all these other schools and other sports and all of that, but y'all acting like they ain't play nobody, they ain't put up numbers, he not throwing the rock. Some of these, I think, majority of his receivers got over 5 touchdowns on the season. Some of them 1,000 yards.
Everything but the tipping. Anytime they can get him singled up. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Hunter held on to it.
I'm just saying it's back to where the 10. And here's a throw to the end zone. Jump ball, catch made, Horn, touchdown.
And my boy 5. Shout out my boy Jimmy. My boy Jimmy Horn Jr. 5. You know what I'm saying? My nigga from Florida. Nah, shout out to homie for real though. Like I be really seeing the boy 5 really balled out last year and this year. He out there with the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to you getting over there and doing your thing and getting over there. Shout out to Shiloh getting in over there with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Congratulations to y'all fellas. Kim, I don't remember where Kim Sylvan Craig went right now. But shout out to you for getting in there. I think Will Shepard is in there. LaJohntay, shout out to LaJohntay Wester. That boy was balling that last year over there with y'all, like new addition to the team or whatever. Or Marion Miller, his brother, I think. I don't know if it's his brother. I know they got the same last name. Both receivers, they balled out. All the receivers balled out. The defensive team, I'm keeping real. The linebackers did a decent job last year with them. Now, I mean, it wasn't. They had a 2 times better season than the season that they had when they got there, and then they had a 8-time better season the second year they was there after they got there. I'm just saying that I would call that results.
Edwards in the backfield beside Sanders.
Clean pocket, shot downfield, got a man. First down for Colorado. Shot, Hunter, he's out there. Hunter has it. And Colorado.
3rd down. Sanders again, he's elusive. He's going to let it fly. And it is.
You heard him? Sanders out there. He's elusive. But all of a sudden, when we get into the draft, we got all these questionable things that y'all come up with. And it's really shenanigans. I don't know why the dominant population decides to constantly make excuses for us exemplifying being better. DEI is over. Why y'all still whining? Ain't no more DEI. Ain't no more DEI. This is all merit-based now. It's all merit-based. What y'all whining for? Because we got swag. We got swag. That's what it is. It's okay. Y'all can copy it. Y'all been doing it.
Going to the league.
Caught by Hunter, touchdown. Travis Hunter.
Lines one of the changes this year in college football. Shedeur, Sanders over the middle of the field. Horn on the catch at the other end. The connection and a touchdown.
Look at my boy 5. Nigga answers the phone like that. Yeah. Carolina. Just watch. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Horn, man. I fuck with that nigga, man. I fuck with homie, man. But all in all, the point being is like the nigga that won the Heisman Trophy was catching passes from this dude. For y'all to do him like that is crazy because not alone did he help Travis Hunter accomplish that feat, but he also broke a couple records himself. He got some awards himself. Every quarterback don't get rewarded. You get rewarded for accomplishments. It don't matter where you go in school at. If you putting up the numbers, you putting up the numbers. Like, why y'all even heard they was talking about how much his chain costs and all that? Why y'all pocket watching? Y'all got all the money anyway, right? Y'all just mad like he not coming from the sob story. He not coming from that the struggle. So they like, oh, we can't tell the homeless bad kid wouldn't have made it without a story.
Why would you want to tell that? That's not a story.
That's what they want. That's the story. They like that story. That's the preference. But anyway,
it was.
We was going to play what she had to say. It's a bit long, but we want to play all the important
shout
parts.
out to
and then we're going to come back and react to her comments. Take a listen to what the accuser had to say here.
It was the biggest argument that we ever got in.
Show.
And
sports show.
He was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand.
Now, ask yourself this question, right? A Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame tight end that's still in very good shape for his age. He physically looks like he could still be on the field, right? He is a man, and then you say that he manhandled you. Somebody make this make sense to me. Is he supposed to woman handle you? I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just saying, like, just for a second, y'all just go with me on this one, right?
Take that.
You know how many women ask for a domineering man? You just said he was domineering. That's one of the qualities that y'all ask for in a man. I don't even understand how when this lady filed this lawsuit, how this worked. I don't know how it turned out. I don't know whatever happened, but if you're paying attention, what she's saying doesn't even sound like a bad relationship. She's complimenting him.
I'm gonna dominate that though.
We met in actually the press room at the Broncos, April of 20. No.
What I just said, Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame tight end at the Denver Broncos.
2002. And, but we didn't start talking until we met up at a club at Blue 67 in Denver. I don't know if anyone is listening from Denver, but yeah, we were at a club at the same time. We didn't go together. We just happened to both be there. And so he started talking to me, and he started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, I was a reporter, and I didn't want to mix the two. But he's very charming. And we dated until the 2010 incident. And then it came to abrupt end because I wanted, we were arguing.
Hold up, rewind, pay attention. Did she just say 2010? It is 2025. The year she's talking about that what their relationship started, I guess seeing each other was 2002.
That's following that now. So it's like you just now remember.
Let's just listen and see what happened and how she's gonna further explain after complimenting this man on how domineering and handsome and manly he is.
Arguing, and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me.
So what led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you?
The argument was...
Why is she like speaking as though she really know what was happening, like the person asking her? So she was like leading into before the argument what really happened. She was saying that part.
Was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time.
Yeah, I know why she's saying that, right? Cause she trying to use him for the reason that she was cheating on her husband. She was trying to use him as the reason why she was having an affair. So he tried to tell me to break up with my husband because he's a big, strong black man, and
I'm a poor.
And no, I'm scared. So I'm just a little white girl. I had to suck his penis to save my marriage. I don't even know. Wait, why does this even make sense to people?
You're a married woman.
You're 15 years later that was married. Your husband ain't tell you, hey, file such and such because that happened. And no, it's 15 years later. Your husband, if he with you,
he wasn't big enough yet, so I just waited until he was on.
I don't know what's going on
his
with
own
that.
show, and then I
if he's still with her, hey, he might be a cuck.
Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute.
Hold on. Let me go. You don't recall breaking up with your husband. Excuse me. What you recall?
A nigga you married to?
What you recall this nigga doing what he did to you 15, 20 years before? Stop it, bro.
How?
Stop the cap.
How you don't know when you break up with your husband? No, not you don't know when. You don't know if you did.
You don't recall.
If I don't know if I did or what. Again, big black man. He came in the house with me and my husband and said, "Bitch, tell him it's over." That happened, right? You see how none of this shit even, yo, bro. This gonna be the consistency that black men with money gotta deal with.
I get money and I can have any woman I want.
I think the problem for me too, though, is like people keep making that part of race thing like, oh, this wouldn't happen with another woman race. We was just watching some shit that y'all seen me with a clip with a young man that just made it in out of college successfully, being coached by his dad. He was sued by the son's mother. I won't even get into the details. Y'all look into that. The son's mother is black. NFL player.
You want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stems from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive this situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And
Hey yo, said no, cause you fuck somebody else. Yo, are y'all paying attention? This lady is married. At the time that she's talking about, she was currently married, saying she's mad at him for fucking another person.
What are you talking about?
So she didn't want to have sex with him, and he raped her then.
That doesn't make sense to me.
This really makes sense to y'all? Alright, whatever. I'm not a detective. I'm just listening. God bless her.
That sounds crazy.
He wouldn't take no for an answer, so he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth, and after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed.
My bad. I didn't mean to laugh. It was graphic to me. It was graphic. It was a little graphic. It was a little graphic. I don't know.
Just put his thing in your mouth, huh?
Just grab me, put me on my knees, put his mouth. He did my mouth, man. He did my mouth. Now this is the funny shit, right? I don't know if this is an old lady with no teeth or not. But last time I checked, it's teeth in your jibs.
Could have got crazy if you didn't want that.
I guess because he's a big black, domineering, manly something. I don't know what the fuck she said. I don't know what the fuck she said.
She just saw that. She saw
So I guess that's the reason why she just.
Every time I
How do you feel? They just grabbed her by the top of her head like this, y'all. Just like, get out, bitch. Come here.
Get down there.
Come here, bitch.
Get down there.
Get down there now. You know how Grandma told me you gotta pull her down like this, right? That's how Shannon Sharpe told, right? You gotta pull her down like his grandma told me. You gotta pull her down like this, like this.
I don't care about none
You got a
of
little
that.
bit of list and shit.
I don't care about none of that. Ant-Man, Batman, Spider-Man, Dick
Hey,
and
man, I
Five.
don't care about none of that shit.
Dick and Five. That's what he told her. What you talking about?
Cause my sister,
You got 5 minutes, bitch.
Man, we sit out there on the porch, man. My sister will tell me, boy, you don't know. Nah.
He's burning her with black
Shannon
and
one of them,
wood.
though. Like, and
He's
shout
burning-
out to Uncle Shay Shay, cause I really fuck with you, bro.
He's burning her with the
But,
black and mouth wood tips.
I hope this, you get out of this situation, and I'm from Harlem, and I remember. Hold on now, I remember when Dame Dash told you that you should have been doing your own thing, and maybe that could be part of the issue. Because you started doing it, and look how you started shining, but you still connected with the so now you hopefully not, and you can flourish for real.
Stop fucking with them snow bunnies, man.
And, this was all a struggle. I had said no, and I said no even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed.
When he put her down like this, y'all, it was the hardest.
Get down there.
I don't know. Are y'all really listening to this lady? It sounds like she's reliving it, but it doesn't sound like she's not enjoying what she's reliving.
Oh yeah, she was sucking some dick.
I'm an asshole, maybe. I don't know. But fuck it. I do know. This is bullshit, y'all. This is bullshit. Let's move on, because it's a whole nother girl supposedly involved with the Shannon Sharpe situation, and I'm not really sure what it is.
Yesterday, when the Shannon Sharpe lawsuit was announced, I was on the side of Shannon Sharpe is 100% innocent. This is a money grab. She's lying on Unc. And after 24 hours of explosive evidence, statements from both sides, and a lot of developments, my opinion has changed. I've gone from Shannon Sharpe is 100% innocent to where I'm at right now. Now, I'm going to discuss exactly where I'm at right now, so don't try to guess or read my mind. You will find out by watching this video. And I'm going to break down exactly what changed my mind. So yesterday, if you missed it, this OF girl by the name of Gabrielle Zuniga, all right, who's
Zuniga? She's got to be South African if she's a zoo nigga. She's like an Elon Musk.
Was she a zoo nigga?
She's a zoo nigga. That's her last name, zoo nigga.
She's a nigga with a zoo.
Like her, that's her get niggas pose.
I get niggas.
But like all they try to do is like bitches like this. They try to get with a nigga. They can get the baby because then they live for life. They don't give a fuck then.
She's trying to get some black semen up there.
If they could get a bag another way, they will get the bag the other way and then go back to the white dude with the bag.
You fell for that. You fell for that trap, man.
I'm telling you.
popping cat on OnlyFans, doing gymnastics with Olivia, who got into a relationship with Shannon Sharpe when she was 19 years old and Shannon Sharpe was 54 years old, sued Shannon Sharpe, right? She announced a lawsuit through Tony Busby, and she sued Shannon Sharpe for an array of despicable things.
This just in, the Texas attorney who targeted Sean Diddy Combs with dozens of civil lawsuits on behalf of John and Jane Does allegedly victimized by the music mogul has a new target in his sights, NFL legend Shannon Sharpe.
Hey, yo, did y'all see them teeth before the veneers, though?
A brand new lawsuit was just filed in Nevada claiming Sharpe was manipulative and eventually sexually a Jane Doe.
She accused Shannon Sharpe of everything under the book, man, forcing himself upon her, manipulating her, kowtowing her, everything. Now, she stayed a Jane Doe and stayed anonymous for about 6 hours, man, because when Shannon Sharpe woke up to the news, Shannon Sharpe began to do damage control almost immediately, trying to defend himself. So the first thing that Shannon Sharpe did was he revealed her identity, right? He revealed that her name is Gabrielle and she's an OF girl, and he even revealed her OF name. Now, one of the first things he did was,
hey, yo, not for nothing, B. Shout out to the OGs, though, because, I mean, I know a lot of people saying, like, he fucked up for slipping, getting caught up in that. But even if that was his own decision or his advisory on his team to, like, slow the heat down, because that should have been pushing on the press. They'd have had that nigga in jail like Bill Cosby in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you for doing that, and that's another thing, like, we really need to be careful about, and we really need to stay on top of. When these type of cases come out, yo, stop. Everybody need to be on the person's side that's on the other side when it's a Jane Doe, because y'all really don't know what's going on. Everybody's trying to act like somebody's some Jason Bourne and could get them killed, which I'm not saying it can't happen, but they doing the most with a lot of these stories and be putting people in jail. Niggas is losing millions of dollars, having shattered images, and people's perspective is how people see you, and that's how people going to continuously remember you. So in normal life, we remember bad things more than we do good things, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. At the same time, right? Being 60, working for ESPN, you get in the bag and you're about to get a whole different bag, right? Stay with me. Does Las Vegas not exist?
Absolutely.
Where you could get a OnlyFans model or whatever she looked like for whatever price you may have to pay, because that's what he's doing. But now,
you know, steady living, right?
Don't matter. You got money.
You know, steady living.
I don't, and I don't. No.
Las Vegas.
Oh wow! Look at that. If you're doing that type of stuff, Las Vegas exists, and that's not the only state that is legalizing prostitution, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So when you DMing these whores and doing all this extra stuff, you leaving a paper trail.
Yeah.
So if she like BDSM and all that, they got all that for you. They got everything you could think of over there. His bag is right. You chose otherwise, so we gotta move smarter. We can say,
no, that's just that he did that by the rules. He in Vegas, this shit happened out in Vegas and shit. If I'm not mistaken, if they like live between Vegas and Cali together or something like that.
I've been to Vegas too, bro, and that's not. I didn't use Instagram.
It was on OnlyFans.
How you got the OnlyFans?
You gotta pay for that legally,
He
right?
got that through Instagram or some other type of shit. He was using.
Nah, he said it. He put it on there. He put it out. A whole OnlyFans profile and all that.
I say that to say this. He got all of that through online services. Yeah.
Legal.
It is legal, but it's also a paper trail. She can say whatever she want to say.
Yeah, she can, but that's the question. You can say whatever you want to say, but is whatever you saying actually criminal, or you just trying to get it for some bread?
Listen. Either way, the nigga not working on ESPN. No more.
He released messages between himself and Gabriella where he would show the kind of things they were into. Just in case when videos come out of him doing certain things that may look away, the messages will provide further context that everything that took place was consensual. Off off the jump, when you read these messages, bro, just put it in your mind. These messages are from a 19-year-old, bro. I'll be real, bro. These chicks is going to thotty school early, bro. I ain't know it was possible to be this developed in your whoredom at 19 years old. So they started off by quoting a later message that we will see in a text exchange. And the message said, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. What type of 19-year-old is this developed in her whoredom? But this chick was trying to run game on Unc, right? So she says, I know you missed this big, juicy $25K for each cheek. Now, the reason why this message is important is because the message, October 7th, 2023, is actually after she said that Shannon Sharpe forced himself on her and raped her as she cried and sobbed. So after he, quote unquote, did that, she was begging him to come and, for another session, this time $50K. I don't know too many.
Now, hold up. First time you said it's a R, right? But now you telling me I want $50K now for you to R me.
Sensual.
Now, if this is role play, because now all of a sudden when we involved, there's no such thing as role play now. So now you can't even. So ladies, when y'all figuring out like, yo, damn, men is not shooting a shot the way they used to and try to get you in the mood, because we don't feel safe no more. It ain't safe no more to say shit to try to rile you up, because it may look like later that.
You look like you're not in the mood. I won't even touch you wrong. If
I'm saying, so niggas got to be careful with that now with y'all. So like y'all got to be the ones that we can't fix that. Y'all gotta figure that out amongst yourselves and be like, okay, let's get a new code. Who does this work for exactly? Who exactly does this work for?
Many women who would be violated in that manner and still want something to do with that person. To me, that was odd. Very, very, very odd. So Shannon Sharpe and his attorney would say that this is nothing but a shakedown from Tony Busby. The lawyer writes, this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it would not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we're releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicates that everything was consensual from their perspective, right? Because what they're saying is she has a recording of the dog collar, of something that was rough, some BDSM. She has that, and she's trying to paint that as it was not consensual and she was really afraid and hurting and wanting it to stop. But no, that was just some role play stuff. Now, the message just shows, bro, this chick is an absolute delinquent, all right? Delinquent to the highest order. All right, the message, again, this is from her. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. Well, then you can do whatever you want to me. A text from Gabrielle.
Now, baby gravy, though?
She's trying to put some semen in there.
Yo. Bitches used to keep turkey bases in their bags. And she wants some baby gravy. Some big black baby gravy. I don't know, yo. I don't know. Y'all help me figure it out.
I want to put my tongue in your butt and then marry you. Oh my God. Text from Gabrielle. That's my daddy. F, I want you to put a big black baby in me. Another text. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it.
put mad emphasis on that shit, bro. Yo, Flacco, that shit was dumb funny, man. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Always on point with what he do. Keep the shit rolling.
Hey, yo.
For life after you put a big black baby in me. I haven't been 19 years old in about 8 years, bro. So I am shocked, appalled. I didn't know that 19-year-olds were talking like this. But this is a chick who clearly came across as thirsty, a delinquent. She wanted a baby. Now I don't know if this is some type of like race play, because she wouldn't be typing this to Shannon Sharpe if Shannon Sharpe was not engaging in it. She wouldn't be typing this if she didn't believe that this was turning on Shannon Sharpe. So it feels like Shannon Sharpe was in some race play as well, which altogether, bruh, sick delinquency, but it's not a crime. What you do in the privacy of your bedroom and what you enjoy is not a crime, homie. I can't fault you. But what is a crime are the things that she is accusing him of. Forcing himself on her, grape, pow-powing her, all right? Apparently, bro, the way she was painting it, bro, Shannon Sharpe was a monster according to her. But she was begging him to come back and put a big black baby in her. Cut it out, bro. Okay, she was also accusing him, of threats, of manipulation, of trying to have absolute control over her life. So when Shannon Sharpe released messages, essentially getting ahead of her one video proof that she's been threatening him with, which is, hey, bro, I have this video. And when I drop this video, they're going to see you with the collar around my neck, me screaming, no, stop, and you keep going. Even though it was us role-playing and BDSM, they don't know that. She and her attorney responded back to Shannon Sharpe, calling her an absolute liar, a degenerate, and a money-hungry clout chaser. They responded back by releasing audio. Now, in this audio, she will say is proof that Shannon Sharpe ain't as innocent as he's trying to portray. She will say this is proof that Shannon Sharpe was very rough with her, that Shannon Sharpe was very controlling of her, that Shannon Sharpe would make threats to her, and that Shannon Sharpe would put his hands on her.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What?
Yo, last time I checked, when you talking to a chick on the phone and y'all get into it, right? And you tell her, I'ma hang up on you. What is the normal circumstances where you in that mood?
I'm tired at you or whatever. You done did some stupid shit. I don't want to talk to you. What are you talking about?
I can't necessarily be. It's hard for me to be the aggressor when I'm the one avoiding the phone call and contact with you. That's the wildest shit. I'm forcing myself on you while you say out your mouth that I'ma hang up on you when you talk. You sound stupid.
And what does that even mean?
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
This is a chick who was working overtime to put him in a blender because she understood her time was coming to an end. He wasn't paying $25,000 for each cheek. So she was trying to set him up, bro. All right, because when you hear this audio, first off, it sounds bad. It sounds horrible, bro. But when you put this in context with the particular messages, essentially what I would gather from this, it's similar to when you and your girl is arguing all day and then she's on the phone talking about, man, when I see you, I'm going to beat you up. And you're like, I keep that same energy when you see me. I keep that same energy when you see me. And then when you get to the crib, y'all start to play fight, and then all of a sudden you do bop, 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 bop. You feel me? You lay down the grade A kin.
Flacco, wild pause, bro. I don't know why you just made love to your desk. That was crazy.
To Conte pipe to get her, to get her mood up from here to here, to calm her down. You give her. So it sounds like their thing was BDSM choking. So he's like, all keep talking. I see you. I'm gonna choke. Right? And to me, that was confirmed as keep listening to the audio.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in this matter. This is the equivalent to take this D. Oh, you gonna take this D. Oh, you gonna take this D. As we seen in the IG live stream, bro. As we seen, in the Instagram clip with Michelle. Michelle was and Shannon Sharpe was, yo, you gonna take this D. Oh, you gonna take. So to me, this is what this could be the equivalent to. But it feels like at this point in time where this chick is recording, she wants to set him up every way possible. She wants to set him up. So, and then her next proof to respond back to Shannon Sharpe was she released text messages. Now, these are text messages after I believe, one of their last encounters. So she invited Shannon Sharpe over for one of her BDSM sessions, right? Where, she has a dog collar on. It's supposed to be all about force. It's supposed to be all of, slapping, choking.
This is the wild shit, right? I be having fun. But even if it was my wife, right? Say I'm married. And that's the type of shit my wife is into. I ain't playing that game. Cause nigga, your wife could do the same thing. Cause that's where we at now. If a person that is a sex worker and advertises this service, Google could tell you what BDSM means, right? So that means if that person puts that as an advertisement service, then it pretty much tells what happens in there. How do you end up down this line for agreements to a cosplaying relationship?
It's supposed to be violent, right? So she invited him over for one of those sessions, and she recorded it. And in one of these sessions, she's, again, per usual, screaming, no, 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 stop, no, stop, no, stop, no, stop, don't do it, no, stop. But that's normal for that BDSM right section, right? So then she has a recording the whole time. So then after the fact, she texts Shannon Sharpe. Yo, this chick to me is crafty. She texts Shannon Sharpe letting him know, why didn't you stop? No means no, Shannon. Oh, nah, this chick is good, bro. So after begging Shannon Sharpe to take it against her will while they role play something hardcore, she wants to get violated. As you read, I want to be violated, daddy. I want to do something hardcore BDSM action, though. So this was her wish. Once that take place, once she got it on recording of her saying no, and Shannon Sharpe thinking, oh, this is just role playing, she then texts Shannon Sharpe the next day with something cold. Well, not the next day, the same day after he left. So she would say, but I cried when you left because I begged you to put a blank on and not put it in my blank, and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. Oh, this is a cold play, bruh. She continues, I don't know how to process this. So Unc already peeped the play. Unc already peeped what's going on. So Unc is not responding back. So when she texts him again, can I call you later? It goes green. She got blocked completely. Because Shannon understands what she's trying to do and he's not going for it. But this is where Shannon Sharpe messed up. when this woman was threatening to come public, when she was threatening to reveal everything, post the videos, post the messages, post the receipts, and accuse him of doing one of the most horrific things that any man can ever be accused of, which is forcing himself upon a woman. When she presented Shannon Sharpe and his attorney with her accusations and her proof, accusing him of grape, Shannon Sharpe attorney did a press conference with a bunch of reporters there, and he admitted that him and Shannon Sharpe offered this woman $10 million to settle and not come out and not disclose anything. Tony Busby would even come out and say the offer wasn't just a verbal offer.
Now this is the wild shit, right? He not married. You're not about to ruin no relationship. Like you're not about to lose people over whatever she's gonna bring out, and you paying this $10 million, right? Mm-hmm. You just seen Diddy go to jail for paying Cassie some bread, and then that opened up the door for all of this shit that's kind of going on and repeat again. Because if I'm not mistaken, the same shit happened with Bill Cosby. Yep. He paid those people out of court to settle, and then they brought him back in the court. To my knowledge, I think he was found not guilty actually, and they still sent that nigga to jail. They still sent that nigga to jail, bro. So like this situation, like I said, I'm glad he got in front of the problem. Pause. I'm glad he took precaution and told his lawyers, but at the same time, Shorty already ran her play. But when you see, I don't even know, bro. Like I said, like all my niggas, my smart niggas, you know how niggas be into the kinky freaky. I'm kinky and freaky with my chicks too, but
to a certain extent.
That BDSM, I don't know what y'all niggas say. Yeah, some of y'all niggas be doing some wild shit. Like, nigga, cut it out. Stop. Like, it don't. I promise you, especially in the year of the camera, it could be anywhere. Yeah, you got cameras this little, nigga. Y'all bugging. Cut it out.
It was a written offer to this woman, $10 million, not to come out and not to sue Shannon Sharpe. Now, somebody with a conscience, somebody with a brain, bruh. Now, again, $100,000 to make it go away, different story. $1 million to make it go away, a different story. $10 million? You gotta think, yo, there's something here to where I could look horrible, bro. There's something here that has some validity to it, bro. Because you're not offering $10 million to a scallywag just making up everything, bro. So it feels like Shannon Sharpe was probably guilty of, let's say, you know, like the manipulation, the putting hands on her. He's probably somewhat guilty of that, but he's not guilty of the grape. So he understands that once you start piling everything in, once you start piling everything in the same category, it's gonna be hard to beat. So he just offered her $10 million. Said, "Hey, bro, take it." Now, this chick apparently has some bad advice from bad counsel because she rejected a $10 million offer. I would imagine, or probably Shannon Sharpe probably came to a senses and said, "Hey, bro, I'm not proceeding with $10 million." But she's trying to paint it as I rejected $10 million, which you are dumb if you do, right? Because, bro, no jury is about to reward you $50 million. Cut it out. So they're saying, yo, we rejected the offer because we know we have 100% proof Shannon Sharpe is guilty and we want $50 million. And now they're about to go to court. But with these messages and Shannon Sharpe offering $10 million, yo, I couldn't with a straight conscience say he's 100% innocent. My mind has changed. I went from him being 100% innocent to, hey, bruh, I'm going to have to wait until this play out in court, bruh. Because anybody offering anybody $10 million to settle anything, bruh, I'm looking at you sideways, homie. I'm looking at you a little funny in the light. And I can't help it, bruh. I don't want to believe that Shannon Sharpe is guilty. But you offer this woman $10 million? Cut it out, bruh. No, bro. I don't care what y'all. You can't tell me you 100% innocent at shit. Bro, Shannon Sharpe ain't Jeff Bezos, bro. He don't got $1 billion, so $10 million is like 10,000 to him. No, you offering $10 million? I can't say with a clear conscience you 100% innocent, homie. Sorry, bro. But Shannon Sharpe responded back to the accusations, and here's what he had to say on camera. He addressed his fans, his family, and his employers.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Shannon Sharpe is taking...
Skip. Put your glasses back on. Put your glasses back on. Skip. Yo, bro.
Taking the Jay-Z route where he's filing a defamation lawsuit against Tony Busby. He's going after Tony Busby directly because Tony Busby, to me, he's the culprit in this situation, bro. Busby is a thirsty, clout chasing. Bro, Tony Busby is one of the most despicable human beings ever. Right? Bro, he's a terrible human being, truly filth. But I still cannot get over, consciously, bro, offering this woman $10 million if it was lies. I can't get over that, bro. I'm sorry, man. I just can't. And my job is to look y'all in your eyes, bro. You feel me? Again, my job is to look y'all in your eyes, right? And give y'all my real, honest opinion. I can't look y'all in your eyes, bro, and tell you guys that I still feel like Shannon Sharpe is 100% innocent after finding out he offered this woman $10 million. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do you guys feel like Shannon Sharpe is 100% innocent? Do y'all feel like this is a shakedown? Let me know, okay? Now, there are multiple accusations here. So let me know which accusation you think he's innocent or he's guilty of. Because he is being accused of putting hands on her, forcing himself upon her, manipulation threats. Let me know which ones you think he's guilty or which one you think he's innocent. And if he's guilty of all, say that. If he's innocent of all, say